Unfortunately, one of our favorite shows, Caged, has come to an end. This is gonna be our final episode, episode 10. So what I want you to do is I want you to stay tuned because we're gonna have a special guest at the end of this episode. In the season finale of Cage, the boys each hope to impress UFC fighter Tito Ortiz, who was in town to scout for team punishment. All right, we got 6 days till big head Tito Ortiz comes in. I'm just kidding. We love Tito Ortiz. OG, baby.
The dream of each one of us is to get paid to train, get paid to fight.
I'm ready to make the leap to the next level and be a professional fighter. And to do that, I have to win this fight. Snap that jab in his face, get in this dude's head, and get him out of there real quick.
Daniel is a long fighter. He doesn't fight anymore, but I was tough on Daniel for comedic purposes, but I think Daniel has shown to be a balanced individual and probably one of the more respectable personalities on the show. By the way, I created a community post about Daniel. He was recently in a horrific explosion accident where he was burnt. 40% of his body was burnt. So check out my community page. On there, you'll see that I created a hyperlink. You can click through there and donate blood.
I'll tell you, girls.
John Wesley and our favorite guy, Wes, man. Now, you know what's funny? Wes, I've become friendly with since I started filming this. We talk back and forth. He's someone I can identify with. Maybe that's why I was partial to Wes and Danger. It's because I feel like those two personalities, I was part both people. In my early 20s, I was an insane psychopath and I kind of had those tendencies, but I also had this ability to get up and train 5 hours a day, like Danger. I constantly oscillated between those two personality traits. But Wes is a great dude, and it's a shame it's coming to an end, this show.
You want one of these beer, man?
No, I'm gonna pass. Gotta keep this physique, you know.
Let's go, Wes passing on beer. Let's go, yeah. You know, that's what we call maturity. We're happy to see it.
First part of it, he's a lot better looking than
All right, he's fighting a fucking jack dude, huh? Not for nothing, this guy has abs on abs.
He's a good fighter. He will be stronger than me. I've learned to fight in a more technical way, but I don't know.
He's strong.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you're going to see. He's going to try to do this for the first 90 seconds. He's going to try to explode on you. You're going to have to out-wrestle him if you want to keep it standing.
Ah, there she is, Verdi. We love her. God bless her. We have so much respect for Danger. Going out and fighting his last fight, having just lost his mother, the psychological pressure that must have been is ridiculous. And he fought like a warrior. So we want to send our prayers and our love to the Danger family.
It's unfortunate that I lose a big opportunity if I, on one night, don't perform.
You show up, Danger, and you fight your ass off.
I haven't drank a drop of alcohol, been eating right, and I've been waking up in the morning running. I hate waking up in the morning. It's the worst thing ever to me.
I love it, man. I love to see the drive and motivation.
He looks back.
Sing him a lullaby.
Jax is sleeping. I wonder if he's dreaming about growing teethies or sucking.
Wes had to go there.
Christian sat us down and had like a team speech with us. He was like trying to warn us that, you know, like Tito's gonna be there. They're gonna like ask whoever they think deserves it if they like wanna come to California and like train with them.
It's funny, when you're young, you make up these stories and you make things into being these big, gigantic opportunities that are gonna change your life forever, and sometimes they do. But I think hindsight, if you were to look at punishment, you don't really see the brand out there like that. Tito's name, for many different reasons, isn't really as strong as it used to be, which is natural, right? You can only sustain a level of stardom for so long. But at the end of the day, really all it is you stepping out there and performing to the best of your ability.
Well, how do you feel about the fight this weekend?
I'm worried about it. Tito Ortiz being there and guys watching us, and you know, maybe there being some opportunity to go and train with them.
It's funny, I was this young guy going out to Vanderlei Silva's gym, and in my head, I made it out into something it really wasn't. When you get there, you realize, you know what, nothing against the team, but instruction wasn't all that. Sparring was a little disconnected, right? It lacked like a focus or a point. That's the lesson for the young fighters. Don't make things out to be more than what they really are. All right, let's go.
Really hoping that he goes out there and shows the skills that we've seen.
4, 3, 2.
And I feel that it's unfair that everything depends on whether or not I win this one fight. To me, it puts something else in your mind and takes away from what you already we're thinking about doing anyway.
Big realization, what I've been talking about on this episode. Young fighters, take heed. What can I control? Getting in shape, making sure that my skills are fine-tuned, going out there and competing to the utmost. That's all I can do.
Put those on and put some sweats on over them. Just bring you some clothes.
Man, I do not miss weight cutting, and I do not like weight cutting. And I don't know how you guys feel, but you should definitely like this video. But you didn't see it coming. He never sees it coming. They never see it coming. She never sees it coming. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I would argue post notifications, if you're already a subscriber, is the most important thing. Let's get back into it.
Got the 2.2 to lose. I ain't even got to get in that bitch.
You know, I stopped drinking. I haven't drank a beer in, I don't know, almost 2 months.
Respect. Course Light.
I'm going to introduce a special guest we have. He needs no introduction, really. Mr. Tito Ortiz.
Here we go. Look at that head. Look at that head.
Tony Kelly.
Let's go, Tony Kelly.
Wesley Branch.
Wesley Branch, let's go.
Daniel Payne.
Daniel fixing his hair. Daniel fixing his hair.
Next up would be Cephalou and Schnell.
There's a lot of pressure on me fighting Jason Cephalou. He's a very physical guy.
Look at this dude, bro.
He's so confident with a fucking dumb cage tattoo on his arm. Listen, you're probably gonna watch this video, right? I'm judging you not on your fantastic physique, all right? I'm judging you on that damn tattoo.
I'm super excited my dad's coming in to see me fight. It means a lot to me.
Danny Danger, baby, Danny Danger.
MMA legend, UFC warrior, UFC champion multiple times over. The Huntington Beach bad boy.
Gravitational pull on the head.
Ortiz.
Look at it, orbiting. Things are orbiting around it.
It's time to rattle the cage.
Huh? He just said it's time to rattle the cage.
This is what I've been training for. If I fight my heart out, you know, this could be my shot.
Don't fight him on his back.
Let's go, Tony.
The way to impress hardened veterans of fighting like Tito is to never give up. You get knocked out swinging.
Get scrappy. Box his ass, Tony.
All right, let's get into it. Ooh, Tony doing what he does. He gets in, and he always does this his first round. He just exchanges. He goes heavy, very aggressive, which can backfire, right? You got to take your time. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, switches up trajectories on that kick there. Tony's having a hard time letting his hands go. It doesn't have that same intensity. Use your length, Tony. That's what he has to do. He has to use his length.
Right head kick, Tony. Right head kick, Tony.
Nice. There we go, Tito Ortiz. Big brain with it. There we go. Tony boxing him up. Oh, goes Ty Plummet. Gives up the double underhook position there. Oh, gets taken down, Tony does.
Come up. Foot on the mat and stand up, Tony. Up.
Nice job. Must be tough for his opponent. Feels like he's going against Tito Ortiz here. Huge favoritism, but that's the idea, right, of the show. Tony ends up on top position. Good job controlling the feet, pressuring the hips, and landing some good ground and pound. Ending on the back. Nice. Tony putting the pressure on him against the cage with boxing. Going to the body, coming back to the head. Hard liver shot there. He's exhausted. The thing about Tony is he is a dog, man. He fights from a deep place. You got to put Tony out. Excellent job. I'm saying Tony got that fight. You guys want to learn similar concepts and ideas like this? Check out my Patreon. Tier 2 and up is going to give you instructional content. And on Tier 3, I'm starting a new series where I'll be breaking down legendary fights from MMA history. The link to my Patreon will be in the pinned comment below. We got 1-0 for the finale, 1-0 for the cage finale, baby.
Don't worry about any of your peripheral. Hands stay in, all right? One.
For once, I'm finally fighting purely for me.
Put a little more in there and get sexy with it. You know Becca's in here, huh?
Yeah.
Becca's here to watch her man fight.
You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready.
Whenever Daniel fights, I have an extra level of nervous energy. And it's just knowing, like, sometimes his mind gets in the way. Come on, Daniel, you gotta pull it together for this one. But Steven, you're acting like you've never seen these fights. Are you kidding me? I did not preview this episode. A big part of the way I do these talking head videos is I can't watch something twice and be organic. So I just stream it. Sometimes the episodes are bangers and other times they're less impressive. This one so far, incredible. Oh, he's from Shreveport. So we got a lot of Louisiana situations popping off right now. We got a Minden and a Shreveport about to go at it. All right, we're coming out.
Go.
He just has to keep his hands up. Good side kick. But the guy doesn't look very comfortable with the pressure. You can tell he doesn't, maybe comes from a Taekwondo background. He's not looking to exchange punches. Hits a single. Gets a takedown. Daniel, you gotta get up, man. You gotta build straight up from here.
Come on, Daniel.
Daniel doesn't have bad jiu-jitsu for his the level that he's competing at. The issue is, right when I say that, apparently his opponent has better jiu-jitsu. Mounted and just ground and pounding Daniel from here. Daniel does a good job of swapping positions. Has to watch out for the triangle now, though, right? It's a little beautiful job finishing on top. There we go. Good job. So Daniel pulling it together, having a rough first round, but I think he's gonna start to settle in for the second. Good body kick by Daniel. Oh, Daniel leads a head kick. Gets taken down.
Get your back on the fence and come up. Get out of the cage. You gotta get out. Let's go. Be active.
Taking some shots from the bottom position.
You gotta get up. Come on. Get up.
There we go. The inside wrist. See how his opponent's controlling the inside wrist ride. That's giving him the ability to stay attached to Daniel's back. Oh, swaps positions. Ends up on top. Excellent job. Has to start getting active with the ground and pound if he wants this round back, though. He has to do damage. Wow, man. If you just make these rounds a little longer, Daniel wins this.
Let your hands go this round. You're down 2 rounds, okay? We need to finish. Gotta unload on it. Punches!
Oh, good body kick. Every single time, Daniel. Every single time. He gets kicked hard. He overcommits with his hands, coming in a straight line with his body completely upright, and gets hit with a takedown. One of those things you got to be careful for.
Come on, Daniel.
Yeah, the tone's obviously switched. It's going to be tough for Daniel to come back from this. Peterson rolls or Maki Komi's over the top and manages a swap position. I mean, we're going to run out of time, right? Of course we are.
You gotta finish.
Each round, he ended up in a dominant position where he could have won the fight, but...
By unanimous decision, Nick Action!
Daniel, it was a good showing. I mean, he didn't get dominated or anything like that. It was just a back and forth fight.
You gotta lose and figure out what you're doing wrong so you can work on it. Nobody's perfect.
Our guy, Wesley Branch, getting ready to go into the cage. Excited about this one. He's in shape. Most people don't know this, but Wesley Branch actually fought Poirier. And I know a lot of people aren't aware of that, but they went at it. See if Wes can control his nerves. That's what it's gonna come down to. That's what it's gonna come down to. All right, Wes, defensively, good job keeping a strong underhook. Getting guillotined early. He has to fight the wrist. He has to fight that wrist with both hands. Beautiful job. Wes gets a takedown. Nice uppercut under the armpit. Good knee to the body. Wes landing hard shots. Beautiful, breaking this man down. From the turtle, letting his hands go. Excellent job. They're gonna stop this. Oh, hard left hook. Knee. Beating the piss out of that guy. Wes did use a lot of energy in that round, so I'm not sure if that's gonna come back to haunt him or not.
Wesley, hands out. Work
He's already broke the guy mentally, so he doesn't want to fight. Look at that body posture. He felt what Wes is about in there, and you know, Wes, when he trains, like I said before, you know, he tends to win. Gets the lock double. He's gonna score this takedown. Come on, Wes. You're either gonna wrestle or you're gonna box it. There we go. Come on, he's exhausted. Overhand right, left hook. Knees. I would just stay on those knees. They've been very effective for him. But Wes is tired. He unloaded. Beautiful. Jumps to the back. Gets the strangle. Gets it. Squeezing. Gets the win with the strangle. Let's go, Wes. Congratulations on that win. That was an entertaining fight, man. He brought it in. He cut the weight. He dedicated himself to the training. And that's a lesson for the young guys that watch this channel. Like, take this shit seriously. Put the effort in. Put the time in. And you're going to see opportunities unfold in front of you. But you got to meet it halfway. You got to meet those opportunities halfway. Nah, John Wesley's like, I fucking hate your guts, but I'll hug you for this one. Huge shout out to Wes. I know he'll be watching this episode. Phenomenal job on this performance. All right, our man Danger getting ready to get out there and put it out on the line. You know, and speaking of Danger Schnell, let's hear what he has to say about his time on the show.
What's up, guys? Matt Schnell here. Happy to be a part of all this. Really been enjoying Steven's content on YouTube, and a lot of people have been sharing clips with me, and my wife has really enjoyed it as well. So without further ado, let's do it.
How was your experience being on the show?
My experience on the show was really great. This kind of fell into our laps, this opportunity, and it kind of played out pretty slowly, because in the first episode, in the pilot episode, I'm 19 years old. By the time we filmed the second episode and they came back and it got picked up by MTV, I was just turned 21. So there was like a lag there for a little while and we didn't know what was gonna happen. But ultimately, a great opportunity. You know, would have liked to probably get paid a little more than we did, but bought me experience that money can't buy. I mean, I got to sit in front of a camera and, you know, just talk about myself for hundreds of hours, and ultimately that led to better opportunities. And, you know, I think I really got on The Ultimate Fighter because of the work I did on MTV. So I'm really grateful for everything, and yeah, the experience was great.
What would you have done differently looking back?
Looking back, I probably would have gotten more active earlier on, because after we wrapped the show, I took a lot of time off, probably like 4 or 5 months. We fought 5 times within a 6-month period, and I was like cutting weight wrong and being an idiot. So afterwards, I did need a little time to recover, but I kind of took a little too much time, got fat, and it was 11 months between my last amateur fight and my professional debut. So I think if I could have done it all over again, I wouldn't have taken such a long break, maybe a couple weeks, gotten back to training, gotten back in the cage, fighting more regularly, and would have tried to kind of get things kicked off a little sooner. But other than that, great experience. You know, I made some mistakes, had a blast though, had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was good.
How was your life post-production after the show wrapped?
So after the show wrapped, took a little time off, like I said, partied a little bit around Shreveport. Eventually went out to Huntington Beach, California, and was out there for like 4 to 5 months, and had a good time out there too. Trained a bunch, had a blast. It was a good experience. And
what did you do out in Huntington Beach?
In Huntington Beach, did a lot of training, met a lot of women, hung out with way prettier girls than I deserved to have ever hung out with. Actually ended up marrying one of them, so yeah, Caged was a good experience. We enjoyed the aftermath of everything, let's put it that way. So it was good. Went pretty quick though, you know, came and went, but it was good, it was fun.
If you could go back and talk to your young Matt, what would you tell him?
Yeah, I think if I could go back and talk to young Matt, I would just tell him to trust himself a little more, believe in himself a little more. Coincidentally, that's something I still kind of struggle with, but I think that if I would have just trusted in the process, spent less time worrying, I could have maybe been more productive. But I think we all kind of do that. Anybody who has any sense of right and wrong they're kind of always thinking they're not doing the right things. But, I always challenged myself. I went to places in which I had training partners that challenged me, and ultimately built a skill set and marched my way into the UFC. So it wasn't easy. I didn't cut any corners. I didn't have any shortcuts, even though cage did afford me a lot of opportunity. It was still a tough road to get there. And I think if I would have just trusted myself, been a little kinder to myself along the way, I think ultimately it would have been good.
Anything you'd like to share with the viewers?
I would like everybody out there to know that this has been a positive thing to me and my family. We've enjoyed the content and the clips. Obviously, I just lost my mama, and that's been rough on everybody around here, but she's all over this show, and she's been all over y'all's stuff, and from the bottom of my heart, really appreciate that, and it's been good. Though cage is hard for me to watch, it just makes my skin crawl, because I'm sure you can relate. If you look back on your Facebook feed and read your stuff from 8 years ago, you know how I feel just watching cage. It's a similar thing, so. But it has been good, and we do appreciate y'all, and thank you all for the positive messages and affirmations and everything in between. I really do appreciate it. I know that last fight didn't necessarily go our way, and we got things to improve upon, but we're gonna get back out there soon. Fight news coming, and like I said, appreciate you guys. Let's go.
Great hearing from our man Danger Schnell. We want to give a special shout out to him, his family, and everything he's doing. It's been cool to see his evolution from being on a show as an amateur and all that pressure put on him at a very young age, and being able to sort of rise to the occasion and make it into the UFC, the big show. So shout out to Danger. All right, let's see what you got, Musclehead. Because Danger don't play. Danger will put the pressure on that ass. Right hand lands. Come on, let's go. Takes him down. Scores the takedown straight off the exchange. Now let's see how you deal with being the nail. That's what I love to see about these big, strong guys. Is like when doesn't go their way, how do they respond? That's what's up. Double leg, lock double off the cage. Right to the knee on belly. This kid's just using all of his strength, gives up the mount. He had a guillotine with the cage on the same side of where he's controlling the head. When you bridge in that direction, what do you think's gonna happen? Obviously the guy's gonna hit the cage. There's gonna be no empty space for him to roll over into. Beautiful work. Oh, we got the guy on bottom going for the Tyoshi Kasaka escape. Muscling out of it, not impressed, just muscles him over. This sort of style of fighting isn't conducive to 3 hard rounds. Armbar opportunity here by Danger. Good job scooping the leg and creating an off balance. Beautiful job lowering the head, getting extension on the arm. Tapping out. Let's go, baby. Danger wins it. Let's go, baby.
Hey. I didn't drink it all.
That's right, we did this right, huh?
We did this right.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
For you two, get cleaned up, get dressed, go up to Tito's room.
Daniel and Wes, right? Tito in the suit, just standing there.
You guys are no longer amateur fighters. From this point on, you guys actually are part of Team Punishment.
What? People don't get opportunities like this, especially not in this sport. It makes me feel good, all my hard work, putting in the days in practice, getting beat up by dudes bigger than me every day is paying off.
This is the first step. The next step that's gonna happen is you guys are gonna move out to California. 3 months at Punishment Training Center, and I expect you guys to be there at the gym every single day.
I would love to see those 3 months. If there was any video footage, I would love to see how the training sessions looked like. These 2 NPCs though, to the left of Tito Ortiz, are just giving me all the bad vibes though. We got Jose Canseco, and we have like sort of a B-level hitman character. It's unfortunate that they've never done a season 2 to this show, so this is gonna wrap up what has been a really exciting adventure into the town and lives of Minden fighters. As always, feel free to check me out on Twitter and Instagram, and if you wanna watch any other episodes of Caged or any of the other shows that I cover on this channel, click one of the playlists. They're about to pop up now.